first team. This is our first team training call for this magic drink. I don't want to waste anyone's time too much. We've got Grace coming in. But welcome everyone to this very, very important call. One of many that we're going to do. We're going to do these calls every single week. And as our teams grow, we are going to invite all our promoters to this call. It will be a 15-20-minute call where we will address issues that are either helping us or preventing us from making sales. This is strictly a sales call, okay? The product information, the product potency, we know that. We know that we're onto an amazing product. None of us would be here if we didn't think the product was absolutely impeccable. So the nature of this call is to help you guys sell as many products as possible in as short of a period of time as possible, because the name of this game, we are competing with time. Time is not on our side, and I keep on repeating that because the momentum will help us grow very quickly and help us get our business to start making us money very quickly. So I want for Grace to discuss in very simple terms what we need to do initially. All of you have onboarded very recently. Most of you have been in wellness. I've handpicked each of you. You're either very powerful business people or very powerful wellness and or business people. And you are the core team. So what we create is the foundation of what we're going to train everybody else to create. So it's very, very important that we become impeccable, strategic, and effective from the get-go. So Grace, can you please explain to the team what they need to do in very practical terms from now in order to hit the first goals that they can repeat to other people that they bring on board as promoters? Great.
Sure. Hi everyone, if I haven't met you yet. What we will do, so just wave your hand if you have access to your back office and you know how to access that. Yeah, okay, so that will be your first step. And if you don't know that, then we can go through that privately some other time. But you want to gain access to your back office, which is cloud.justproveit.com. You'll use your logins to get in there. From when you start your business, this business is all about duplication, and there's 9 different ways you get paid. There's videos that go into all of this. I'm not going to go into all of it, but the most important thing when you're joining any business is you want to be in a profit situation as soon as possible. If you've ever done any brick and mortar business or anything, you know that it takes a long time, sometimes a year, to even see any profit. With this business model, the company gives you some incentives or milestones within your first 45 days in business so that you can get into a pure profit situation in that short space of time. The company calls this, everything's quite gamified with the reward system. The bonuses are called Go Pro and Go MVP. I'm just going to share my screen. This is just one of my promoters who has just hit MVP, so he's getting a $1,000 cash bonus. But first things first, you want to go to your back office and you want to access this Prove It Resource Center. Now in here, you can see the full rewards document here, but what we're going to do is I'm going to go to guides, and there's a document here, which is product menu US. Now, everything in your Prove It business that you purchase through your account or your promoters or customers purchase, it all has a point system associated with it. Now, it's a bit of a different language within Prove It, so don't get overwhelmed. You'll pick it up as you go along. But we call the points that are associated with one box of Keto Nat, for example, we call it BV. So if you can see on the right-hand side here, it says one-time orders. If you go down to Keto Nat, because that's what we're selling, we're all about the ketones, you'll see that it's 80 BV for an initial order of one box of Nat. Now when so this is where the points come into it. When the product is discounted, the BV is also discounted. So when you have someone sign up on a smart ship is a monthly direct debit. It can be changed or canceled at any time. But when you have someone that places consecutive monthly orders, they are getting 22% off their orders. So the BV that you're getting per month is also discounted. So you can see here, subscribe and save 22% off. The BV goes down to 52. Now you can see on the right-hand side here for a retail commission, which is just one of the 9 ways that we get paid, you're getting paid $16, per box. And when it's a smart ship order, it's $10.40. Yeah. Now I just wanted to show you this image and the BV so you can understand that everything, when you send someone your link and they make a purchase, you're going to get points for whatever they order. Yeah. And depending on the product, you can see down here, it all has a different points attached to it. But this is where you find your product menu in your resource center. Now from here, I'm just going to touch on the Go Challenge. So if you go to the rewards tab and you go to performance rewards US dollar, this is a really in-depth rewards program showing you all the ways that you get paid. You get paid percentages of your team's volume. You get paid residual commissions, but what we're going to focus on now is the Go Challenge. Okay. So the Go Challenge, as I said, it's quite gamified. The CEO loves basketball and sports. So the Go Challenge, it starts when you purchase your promoter membership. It starts with the first order that gets placed through your link. So you all have a link. You can change that link so it's, you know, your name or your business name, whatever you like. So when someone first puts an order through that link, then your Go Challenge begins. If you haven't put through an order, then you've got a 14-day grace period until your Go Challenge begins. So once that Go Challenge starts, the first milestone is called Go Pro. Now you have 14 days from when your Go Challenge starts to hit this bonus. And what Go Pro is, you can see the requirements here. It is putting through 1,000 volume through your business in those first 14 days. So I just showed you in that example then that 1,000, that one box of Nat is worth 80. So if you divide
how many people would they need to get 1,000?
So I've just divided 1,000 by 80 and it's 12.5. So you could say one way, because there's multiple ways that you can accrue this volume, right? It can be from promoters, it could be from Keto Nat, it could be from various different things. It could be you sending your link to someone you know in Australia and them purchasing through that link. But if we just break it down and simplify it, you need 13 customers purchasing one box. Okay? And just keep in mind, there's many ways you can do it, but that's the most simple way to explain it. So down the bottom here, team volume. Your team is your first 3 levels of your business. When you start your business, you don't even need to worry about that because everything's going to be your team volume. Now, 800 of this 1,000 volume has to be personally enrolled to you. So that means that someone has purchased through your link. Now, let's say, for example, Chandanni's brought on Mo, and Mo's brought on another promoter. That volume that Mo's promoter has brought on can make up the other 200. So only 800 of the 1,000 has to be through Mo's link, and the extra 200 can be from Mo's team. Yeah? So for getting this 1,000 in your first 14 days, the bonus that you're going to get is a $250 cash bonus, and you're going to get 100 Prove It bucks. Prove It bucks are dollar for dollar. and they're free product from the company. So it's great. You know, you never, as a promoter, you never want to pay for ketones again. Also, your customers, we have a really generous customer referral program. So when your customer refers 2 people through their link, then they get their ketones for free as well. Yeah, so you want every one of your promoters and every one of your customers getting free ketones. Yeah. Right, so now all you got to do is ×2. So that's the basics for GoPro. The second milestone is called Go MVP, and it's very simply GoPro ×2. So all you got to do is ×2. So for MVP, you have another 14 days, and then you need to get another 1,000 volume and another 2 customers. I didn't mention their customers up above, but so it's inclusive of, so MVP is 2,000 volume and 4 new customers. It just has to be a minimum of 4 customers. It could be 20 customers. It could be 3 promoters and 4 customers. It could be made up of various things, but just one of the requirements is you need to have 4 customers. So that's MVP. It's simply doing GoPro, which is 1,000 volume and 2 customers. You can see here, uniquely personally enrolled customers. You just do it again. So an extra 2 customers and an extra 1,000 volume to make up 2,000. And then you've got your MVP. So from here for MVP, it's normally a $500 bonus and another 100 in free product. But the packs that you guys came in on, your MVP is doubled. So you're actually getting a $1,000 bonus.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a really decent, you know, bonus. And then from here, it depends how you've come in the business, what pack you've purchased. But you know, you're in a profit situation. So does anyone have any questions on that? It will make sense the more times you hear it, and we're going to send videos into the group as well that explain it so you can go over it.
Yeah, ask questions because it's important. But basically what you need to do is you need to keep selling customers the Keto OS NAT if they don't want to be a promoter, and keep on enrolling promoters as a great business opportunity, especially for those of you in the wellness industry. We can bypass a lot of explanations. We can go to our referral base and say, we are onto one of the most exciting, disruptive movements in the wellness industry, and you need to trust me on this and get on board, like I've done with many of you. So for those of you in the wellness industry, that's what you have to do. And you have to be absolutely direct about it. The people that are coming from the vegetarian, spiritual, yoga, vegan background, do not waste your time with people that want to get into social dissertations with you. We don't have time for that. Everyone is going through their own challenges, their own crises, and that's fine. We are on a very, very quick rocket ship to enroll, execute, and sell as many products as possible right now so that we gain momentum, so that we are in a running lead with our team. Once we get the momentum going, then we start refining and building the culture that we've initiated with our core group. And that is one of the most exciting things. So if any of you have questions about what Grace just explained, please can you ask now?
I do.
Yes, hi, Carmen.
This is Carmen.
Hi. So Grace, you had said that we want to sell it to people, but we also want the people to get their own code to share it, which I think is kind of good if people say it's expensive. So if you're telling someone and they want to do it, they think it's expensive, you could sell them on, well, if you get a code and share it, then it will pay for yours. What do they have to do then to get the code? Where do we send them?
Yeah. So one of the great things about when you're a promoter, you know how I mentioned the prove it bucks, so the free product that you get.
Yeah.
We have a great thing here where if someone, you know, they might be thinking it's a bit expensive, 130 for the first box. Like, you know, that when they sign up for a smart chip, they're then getting 22% off. So they're then getting a box for $101. Yeah. So that's the benefit of smart chip. Also, if when you do have those prove it bucks, you can create vouchers for people and say, you know what, I want you to get started. Let me give you a $20 off voucher, so that you can get started at a price that suits you. That's down the line. So aside from that, the free product program, where you'll find that information is in the Prove It Resource Center. And then under guides, and sorry, not guides, under rewards, free Prove It free product program. So what this is, if anyone ever says to me, yeah, I really like it, but I can't afford it, I say, that's totally fine. You know, obviously you say things, price objections come up all the time. You say things like, it's like repurposing your food money. I find that I'm spending less money, I'm snacking less, and I'm actually eating less because I'm fasting more. That you can say, okay, well, I don't actually pay for my ketones. Do you want me to show you how to get them for free? And then they'll say, well, yeah, sure. And then you say, okay, well, all you need to do, your account as a customer needs to be on SmartShip. Yeah. So that means placing a monthly order. When a customer on SmartShip refers 2 customers that place a monthly order, then they get their product for free the following month and every month after that. Yeah. So the endorsement bonus that we get as promoters, that's also available for customers. And then what you do here is you kind of leverage us and you say, okay, I've got someone who wants to get free ketones. And then, you know, you reach out to Chandanni or myself, and then you say, okay, how do I help them do that? And we can say to them, right, so you've just done a 10-day challenge. You know, you get them to do like a testimonial saying, thanks, Carmen, for supporting me through my 10-day challenge. I've got such great energy. You know, I've lost 5 pounds or whatever it is. And then they can share that on their social media as one way. But what happens, which is so exciting with this product, people naturally talk about it anyway. They tell their friends, you know, and they're so curious. So it's always good. I always tell all of my customers, once they set up their account, I say, right, I never want you to pay for ketones again, and I'm going to help you do that. You know, and then they'll say, okay, how? And then we do that. We also have calls. There's some calls in America we can plug you in where you can invite people to the call, and then they learn about this product, this free product program as well. Yeah.
That would be great, Grace. If you could give us, after this, if you could in the Facebook group chat, if you could put these resources for how to get free product, and also for the calls, how people can access the calls to refer their customers, on educating them on how to get free product, that would be fantastic. The thing with this company is that we have the resources. Carmen earlier asked me, Chandanni, can you tell me, people are saying it's expensive. So I told them what you just told me, Grace. And then she was like, can you create a document? And I was like, yeah, no problem. We don't need to. It's all here. It's all created for us. So let's all, myself too, I've been with this company for a month, so I'm learning as I'm going along, but I know a good thing when I see it. So let's just all really plug in. I think the key to our success is A, momentum, and B, plugging in. We need to come together, use Grace as a resource, use the Prove It back end where it says resources as a resource, and keep on asking questions as you're moving along, because there is absolutely nothing in our way at this point.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
another question then in regards to that. So I signed up for, I think, the promoter thing where you get 3 and then paid for the promoter, whatever that is. I don't even know. And then, so, but I don't know that I'm on auto or smart ship. But does that mean if I refer, and I've referred like a couple people already, does that mean I get anything for free, or is it only those that are on auto ship?
On smart ship by the end of the month, you won't get anything. So you need to make sure you're on smart ship. You know, the idea is that you never pay for ketones again, but if you're not set up on smart ship, you're going to miss out on some bonuses. So I'll show you where to do that now.
So how does that work? Because I already bought those 3 and the promoter package. How do I now put it on smart ship?
I'll show you how to do it. You can always change it. So you can always push it back, but it just needs to be active. So I'll share my screen.
Grace, can you also explain that in order to get free product by sharing with 2 customers, those 2 customers have to have active smart ship accounts in order for that to kick in, correct?
Sorry, can you say that again?
In order for Carmen to get her smart ship for free every month, she needs to allocate a minimum of 2 smart ship customers.
Yes. Yep. And they need to be customers, not promoters. That's a requirement, right? So if you go to smart ship on your home page, you can see my screen, yeah?
Yes.
So you'll see it says smart ship here. Now this person's account is set up, but it's so easy and it's simple, you know, for your customers. I mean, I hate these direct debit things where it's a nightmare to cancel them or change them or whatever, and you feel like you're stuck. This is so easy. You just can't cancel it at a press of a button, right? But the benefit for you and for your customers to be on SmartShip is they're going to get ketones cheaper. So they're going to get ketones at $101 per month, 22% off. And every 4th month, they're going to get a free surprise box of ketones. So the loyalty program for you as a promoter as well, for having your SmartShip set up, month 4, you get a free box of ketones.
Or you can get your ketones for free if you refer to SmartShip customers.
Yes. Well, like you get your ketones for free and you get a free box every 4th month.
Yeah, I've been with the company for just over a month. I joined on the 22nd of June. I got my SmartShip. I didn't pay anything for it. And I signed up initially with a SmartShip thinking I was going to pay $101.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
So this is where you see, if you haven't got it active, you just say, I think it says set up SmartShip. And then you just go in like a shopping cart, put something in your cart. Nothing will process today. It will just set up the order to process in 30 days. 5 days before your SmartShip processes, it's going to say your SmartShip will process in 5 days. Then you can go in, you can have a look, you can make sure that you've got 2 customers on SmartShip. It will say here, qualified to use Privet Bucks on eligible product towards SmartShip. Yes. If that says no, then it means you don't have 2 customers on SmartShip. The way that you check you've got customers on SmartShip is you go to Manage, Community. And I'm going to send you a video. There's a 5-step promoter video, which has all of this information in it. So it's 5 steps for any of your new promoters before they kind of get on any training calls or anything. It's 5 kind of simple steps to have an understanding of everything that we're going over here. So you can see all the people here. If it's a green card, it's a customer. If it's a orange, it's a SmartShip customer. And if it's purple, it's a promoter.
So are you suggesting for people to do first the 10-day challenge to like just jumpstart, you know, their metabolism, and then after that 10 days, why they want to continue to be on SmartShip is they need to continue to take this? And then are you just suggesting like every other day or a powder a day, or what are you suggesting for ongoing use and need of this?
Yeah, so here in the UK, we kind of do it a little bit differently. We have a bit of a stock house. You do it in the US as well. You offer 5 and 10 day flavor trials. So if you've bought 3 boxes, right? Yeah. So you've got a few flavor trials. So you can sell those flavor trials. They get to find out what their favorite flavor is. And then, you know, they can purchase through your link. They can also purchase a 10-day challenge. Do you sell a lot of those, Chandanni? Like in
I haven't. Okay, I'll tell you how I've been doing it.
Yeah, yeah. Let's simplify it your way, because how we do it here is differently.
Okay, this is what I think you guys should do. I think you should sell it the way I did to you. You should say, I said, Carmen, I'm onto this amazing thing, depending on who it is, right? I knew Carmen. I've had a long relationship with her. Carmen, I'm onto this amazing thing. Get the Keto OS NAT, pick a flavor, get charged or caffeine free, sign up for the auto ship. It's 22%. It's cheaper if you get it on an auto ship the next month. And if you don't like it, it's a 30-day back money guarantee. And I'm telling you, you're going to love this and you're going to want to come on as promoter. Or if you think that person's going to be a promoter, you have to get on this. It's an amazing business opportunity. Get either the 3-pack starter system or the MVP. Elisa came on as a promoter from the get-go. I sold it just like this. She said, let me get the MVP. She went straight to rank 5. She's on rank 5 for a year, which gives her a kickstart for her bonuses. Doesn't mean that she doesn't qualify for the same challenges as we do. She just has a bit more of a kickstart. Anyway, so you either start them on a 30-day auto ship with $130 investment, or bring them on as a promoter with a $234 investment with 3 boxes, or the MVP at $930, whatever it is. So I would just do it like that. I'm not into taking packages and selling them. I don't want any product with, we have our own company. We deal with shipping and inventory. I don't want to have any prove it inventory in our offices or dealing with people, especially during COVID. Tell people to buy it. It's a 30-day back money guarantee. People then sometimes come and say, oh, there's a 10-day challenge box. Let them discover that. You sell the $130 box or the promoter packs. I think that's the best way.
And then you're suggesting, if they do the 10-day challenge, then are you suggesting that they take this just once a day or half a day or every other day? Or
so since I've been taking it, my brain is just on I am so clear. Like I'm pretty like Carmen, all of us are pretty, like we are addicted to wellness. Like we live our lives practicing wellness and refining it as we go along every day. But with this technology, this formulation that was designed for elite military of the United States Army and military people, my brain is so focused and so clear and so sharp that the adaptogenic quality of these salts in the body is just incredible. So as you take this, it builds up in the system. At this point, I was doing 1 a day or 1 every other day. Now I've cut it back to half a sachet a day, and it's incredible. Like you just need to fine tune your own rhythm and either take more or less depending on how you feel.
Okay, great. So we'll send through those training videos and then have a look in your own time and then ask questions, because the more questions you ask, the quicker we all learn. And we'll do these calls again.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do this call the same time next week. I will ask for everybody's availability and we will set this up so you can put it in your calendars from now. Do we have any last minute questions for the nature of this call today before we say goodbye?
No.
All good?
Good.
And I know that if that was really overwhelming.
Sorry, I just have like one question.
Yeah.
About the Go MVP, because it's like I have 30 days. I'm still confused about the 30 days versus the 14 days. like what I have to do.
Okay, so can you still see my screen?
Yeah, I can still see your screen.
So the way that you track it, you go to rewards here and you go to weekly bonuses. And then you'll see, you go to this drop down box on the right. This was already achieved. This MVP here, it's all kind of gamified. So as your points go in, you can see this amber bar fills up. And then once it gets to green, it means you've done it. So you'll go from when your Go challenge starts, you've got 30 days to get MVP. And you've got 14 days to get your Go Pro. But you can actually get these in 1 week if you get all the volume. Yeah?
Okay.
I think we move as quickly as possible. That's it. I mean, I know that it sounds a bit disconcerting, but I think all of us, especially in this core group, we've all waited lifetimes doing what we've done, chasing after niche market. We're going after mass market. We need to adjust our rhythm a little bit. So let's put ourselves in a beautifully uncomfortable space and just know you've got, like Elisa today told me, Chandanni, I've got your back. No, I've got your back. No, this company has our backs. Let's not think about it too much. Let's just move as quickly as possible. And if you have questions about how to sign people up and product questions, just ask. There's millions of resources, people around the world that are willing and able to answer you and support you achieve as quickly as possible. So don't let anything stand in your way. Elisa, one more thing. When you get in these dissertations with the people on Facebook, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You know who you need to prove it to? The company is called Prove It. You need to prove it to yourself. Let's just take wellness where it belongs, self-actualized, and band together and move with this. The naysayers will always try to slow you down. So don't worry about those people.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, you know, when I first heard all of this, I was so overwhelmed and I didn't get it for a really long time. So it's a completely different language. Just trust that just being on this call for half an hour, you really have learned a lot. And then when you hear it again, you'll be like, oh yeah, that. And then when you hear it again and again, but you don't even need to know all this. Just have a great product experience. Feel fantastic and tell people how you feel. You don't need to know the science of how it works. You know, you can get people on a call. When you've got someone interested in the product or the business, just get them on a call with Chandanni or get them on a call with us, you know. That's the purpose of those calls on Sunday. You can literally say, I have no idea what's in it. I just feel fantastic and I'm dropping body fat or I'm sleeping so much better. You know what? Please don't ask me any questions. Here's a video that explains it. Or on Sunday night, we do a call. You can listen in and learn about it. And then maybe you can tell me. Yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
So just keep it very simple. You don't need to know anything. And sometimes it's, you know, if you know everything, then people look at you and go, oh no, you know so much about health and wellness. I can't do what you do. You don't want that. You want people to say, like, your customers, don't tell them how ketones work in the body or anything. Send them that little cartoon video. And then when they say to you, oh, how do I tell my friends about this? I don't know how to talk about ketones. You just say, you ask them, well, how did I tell you about ketones? And they'll say, oh, you just sent me a video. And then you go, yeah, that's right. So just do that.
Yeah, exactly. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes. How do you get the video? Where do we get that?
So make sure you've got the app Prove It TV. There's so much great information on there. I'm going to send you the video that I send 1 million times a day.
Yeah, can you put all this stuff in the Facebook group, please? Bye.